Now we will move on to the next speaker, Mr. Sagar Aras. Again, a wonderful gentleman, good friend of mine, and he has been a consistent visitor for our institute. I know him from the past 1 decade. He's an MBA graduate. Can you believe he's an MBA graduate? He established a concept called August Backyard Chicken Private Limited, ABC Private Limited. Based out of Mysore, he loves agriculture, reading books and traveling. Visited 8 countries on business just to know about poultry in Europe. He went and awards and recognition, Best Agri Entrepreneur from Department of Agriculture 2017, among top 100 companies, among top 100 companies in India under social entrepreneurship model, SME Year Award for 2019, Best SME Agriculture 2019, Best Quality Product Award 2019 from Blind Wing Company. So what else I can explain about Sagar Aras? Sagar Aras is a bubbling young gentleman and hopping on a different journey. Till now you heard from Amit, you heard from Kunal, you heard from Shirley about broiler, about feed, which is a different ball game. So now you are going to hear from him the colored chicken, which was a legacy of our tradition. India has a legacy of chicken being a delicate product only on the weekend. When I remember when I used to go to village for with the grandpa, the festival mood means chicken. So that was a time when we had color chicken. So now we are having a niche market. I introduced Manjunath in the earlier Entrepreneurs Day. He's again a great like Sagar, Happy Hen Farms. Can you believe he's selling egg at $50? So that is a reality now. $50 an egg is a reality. Why can't we harp on a niche area of free range? Organic may be difficult, as Shirley was visualizing. Getting organic certification is very difficult, but getting free range certificate. Now in India, only Happy Hen Farms is certified as free range farm from a European Union. So that is available now. Go get the certificates of the world. So India is calling now, everybody is coming. In the day 1 presentation, I showed the richest man, Jeff Bezos. I know Jeff Bezos is now having Amazon with $1.9 trillion and his own worth is $200 trillion. Why I am telling story $200 billion story is he has to come to Mumbai. He has to come to Mumbai and present in a Kirana shop because he is hiring 2 million Kirana shops. 2 million Kirana shops for distribution of Amazon. So Bezos, the number 1 guy in the world now, $200 billion wala bhi India aana hai. Hamara Kirana shop ko aana hai. So that is the message is clear. So India is in the making of world leader and food sector is number 1. So why can't we do that niche market? With this again pumping energy for the audience, I just want to give you all over to Mr. Sagar Aras. Over to Sagar.
Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction, sir. Very happy to be part of this energetic group. But as you said, it's a very niche market, and for me, looking at all these process and structures of this, it looks like very massive. As we are just doing very little in the niche market. But yes, for me, as you mentioned, introduced as an MBA, I think most of the people would realize that I would have done MBA with a very recognized high-end institutions. Actually, I've done my MBA in Open University. That's a distance education. I mean, education was required as part to move on with the career, and that's why I went for an education and not the full-time graduation, whether it was from BCom or from MBA.
Please go ahead. Yeah, it is coming.
Yeah. August Backyard Chicken Private Limited is my dream. Actually, that started in 2011. August is a very different name, as we started our business in the month of August, and August means that elegant and dignified. Backyard chicken, as sir you mentioned, Dr. Mahesh, it's a very old thing. Like everybody or many of the people in earlier days used only the backyard chicken, that is a nutty chicken that we call it is in local language. So that came up to the August Backyard Chicken as a name. And the whole idea was to start with a question that, can a chicken solve the problem of poverty in India? Like many of these panel members have also explained, how they have been adding up a lot of values in the rural for the farmers and the lot of families in that. And the answer for us was also same, yes. And we at Backyard Chicken, August Backyard Chicken, proven a record for it. So as you introduced about me, I've done my MBA and I've been into complete selling and sales for about 20 years now. In this journey, a lot of awards and recognitions have been part of it, and few will be I'll be showing in the next slide. So Mr. Amit was mentioning about spirituality. I think that's an excellent thing. Even for me, I believe that there is no end if you start chasing on the success and also on the money. I think only on, not necessarily that only on the retirement that we should look for social activities and for the spiritual activities. And thus even here I have ventured into introduced into constructing a temple and to do a spiritual journey in that. So first of all, before I take you through the August Backyard Chicken, I want to just express my journey before I started the August Backyard Chicken. See, my first business that I started was selling a nati chicken. That's in 1996. I was probably just about 13-14 years old. This business concept came into my mind with the help of my father. In fact, every of our summer holidays, my dad used to allow us to explore with our hobbies, and my brother was generally getting into the sports, cricket. For me, I was always inclined towards rural, going to village and rearing those pets, animals and those things. So I always used to bring few chickens to my house, rear it for about a month, incubate, understand about the laying, eggs, etc. And by end of the summer holidays, I had to sell those chicken and start my next study. So that's when I brought a chicken, and I was not convinced to sell to a understandable price in the market. So I stood in the street and started selling the chicken. So that was my first business, in fact. And another moment that I always remember was my first salary. This is the badge that I always used to wear, and that was in 2003 that I used to get a 75 rupees. 75 rupees are daily wages at Mysore Race Club as a security guard. That was in 2003. Security guard and job that was required because we were had no other options to go with. I'll tell you why. And I was always aspired to be a veterinarian. In fact, my dream was always, since I was from childhood was very inclined towards the pets and animals. I was always telling my parents that I want to become a veterinarian. But life changed after a time that in the year 2000, I lost my dad. And that's when the daily wages and the security guard things has to come in the way. And one suggestion from my sister, made me prepare, because we were left with no backup or security. But the entrepreneurial journey was also there as hopes and dreams. But I was not prepared because financial was the major challenging thing, and I was hardly about 18, 19, and I was wanting to start a business. So my sister suggested, I wanted to quit my studies, in fact. So my sister suggested how important that education for a person in his life. She explained me that until second PUC, that's 12th standard, I need to complete on a regular college. And after that, I can look for a distance education. Along with, I can pursue my businesses. So that's when I had to stick on to my education and did my 12th standard in regular college. But I never stopped in between. So 2000, my dad passed away, but we were given shelter in our aunt's house. Somebody was taking care of us. And 2001, though I was in studies, I was selling cookies in the streets on the local tea shops and schools. 2002, on the 12th standard, I was giving tuitions. 2003, that's where I started my first salary as a daily wages. But somebody suggested me that was not the place for me to be there on that day, and I had to quit there. And after that, until graduation, I completed my graduation. I was never allowed or permissible to work in any corporate, because any corporate, there was a mandate to have a graduation on hand. So I had to opt for a parallelly working for a livelihood, where I was started selling space in the magazine, selling broadband. And 2006, I completed my graduation, and also I started working with HDFC Life as a sales manager. And that was another turning point of my life. So 5 years I worked with HDFC Life. From sales manager to branch manager, I had about 5 promotions, and good amount of savings, which in fact they always on the back up of the mind to start a business. I was always saving money to start my business journey. So 2011 was a time which gave that space to enter into a business, and that's when the idea of Desi Chicken came in. See, the broiler or the commercial birds is an ocean, and having a little saved money and without any backup, I was never confident of to get into that market and to understand. As Mr. Kunal was also mentioning, broiler industry, you cannot define the rate, and I know you invest everything, and at the end of the day, you don't know what is the price you get for your product. Comfort zone to experiment on that. That thought came in, like, why not? And when we did a survey in the market, there used to be a lot of birds coming from Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. As in the poultry sector, I believe those two states are much ahead of what actually the Karnataka has been doing, probably, for my best of my knowledge. So they were already doing the color birds, probably the Asil, and probably some of the institutions like Hebbal Veterinary College and CPDO was also giving up the Giriraja and Kaveri. So those are the birds which I was mentioning about. But always there was in the market that never people use any recognition of Karnataka. So that was like little emotional touching thing. So that's where the Mysore Nati chicken came up in. We wanted to do a business of Desi bird, and we wanted also to come with a name, because doing just selling of a bird is merely not just that we wanted, and that's not why I wanted to quit my job and wanted to do it. So the brand equity, the brand name, which I always learned from the all the corporate experiences. My local people always in the vendors used to tell Tamil Nadu bird or the Andhra bird. So the Karnataka bird was never there, in fact. With the name that Mysore Nati Koli, and in English we call it a stir. And 2011, actually the journey started. We started with a few of my other friends. So I wanted to start it with private limited company because of a long-term vision, because I was sure doing something in small would never give us good results. So having a long-term plan was always there on the pipeline. So and everything started with basic thing. We started with experiment of bringing some birds, because it's a madness thinking about color birds, because broiler is there. So why don't you bring up breeding birds and start hatching and selling? So this is a common feedback we used to get. So we want to try a lot. So even today, anything and everything that we are doing is a new thing probably, but definitely with the experts' suggestion. So we experimented with about buying of eggs from the village. Rural egg collection. See, when we talk about Desi birds, for me, the concept of bringing a breed from the market available, say Giriraja or any other to be named as, I was not convinced, because for me, typical understanding is that rural Desi bird should be the rural pure Desi bird. So we wanted to do with a collection of birds, and we failed there. And in this last 10 years of journey, I don't mind saying we have failed a lot of times. We have failed a lot of times, and still we have never quit. We are succeeding at one point in time, and we will continue to do that. So rural egg collection was the basic idea. So currently what we do from 2011 to even till date, we have about 25 farmers to whom we have given microfinancing. We help them buying a vehicle and some working capital on hand, so that they go in search of collecting hatching eggs from village. So we have about 5 clusters. As such, these 25 farmers are spread across. So those clusters will collect every day eggs from the village, 5, 10, 20, and they will accumulate in their house. So our vehicle, our people go into that 5 clusters, and we collect those hatches. It's a 1 lakh capacity that we currently operate with. But to start with, we had hardly about 500 or 1000 hatching egg capacity. So we hatch and we sell the day-old chicks. Again, the challenge is that usually probably in the broiler, we get about 85, 90, 92% at the best quality maintained. But in selling day-old, hatching day-old desi chickens is that we hardly get about 60, 65 of hatchability. That's because we don't have a track of parents or the number of days that eggs are. We give it to the farmers and encourage them to free range. Free range in terms, it is in a semi-intensive method where they're rare with feed, also with free ranging and grazing. And so until this point, it took about 3 years to get into this point, because for farmers to understand that these chicks are available, it's possible to get a desi chicks also to rear. So that was a challenging time, and we took about 2 to 3 years to come to that comfort zone where we can sell the day-old chicks to the farmers. So then the farmers were ready to rear, and again the challenge was on the marketing. So people to make understand the differences of chicken that's available in the market, and how we can sell our chicken. So the farmers were successful, but where we were failing is on selling the chicken. So that's when we came out with branding a chicken and introducing the processed meat. Thinking of processed meat for desi bird was really very challenging. Because usually desi bird are not just a processor of just skin out or things. The general tendency is that the bird should be burned, turmeric applied, and also it should be maintained with a cold chain. So that was really very challenging thing. We did that, in fact, with a very manual processing unit we had. So we used to process about 500 birds once in 2 days, which is very low. And we tied up within Bangalore to metro cash and carry Big Bazaar in the hypermarkets, where we started branding. So the branding always came up with a lot of cost, and at every processes that we came up with, we created that, as also in broiler that we mentioned about job opportunities and the cash movements at every processes, from rural collection, central rural entrepreneurship to rearing. So across India, they started screening on the best entrepreneurship thing, and we were part of it. And with that, we were able to get along with few of the Tata Trust and to introduce our concept in Jharkhand and also in Madhya Pradesh. So right now, we also not just operate in Karnataka, but also we operate in Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh had good cooperation with the commissioner. So they had called us to make a study and give a report on Kadaknath and also on the rural cooperative societies. See, the birds marketing, as I mentioned, so Mysore Nati Koli Hotel also we came up with in that journey, and the branding was most essential. So I went up to a channel to host a cooking show, to be a celebrity chef and make different dishes where I can brand our product as a Mysore Nati chicken, and also to make the end users know the products are available in the market. So hotel processing unit and this channel gave a lot of branding. So probably today in the market, if anybody wanting to go and buy a live bird, desi bird, they can surely get to know that even from vendor to the end user, they can recognize the birds as Mysore Nati Koli, Mysore Nati chicken, or Tamil Nadu birds, or any other different desi bird. So from nowhere in 2011 to today, we have come to that stage. At least people recognize our product with our brand name. And for us, see, except for hatching unit, we don't have any other thing. We do not have a feed unit. We do not have a rearing farms. I don't own a single farm because in this complete supply chain, we are always connected with the farmers. We are always connected with the farmers to help them, and also the things are distributed. So the egg collection farmers are different, the egg collecting farmers are different, and the chicken rearing farmers are different. Feed, again, we have encouraged few entrepreneurs to set up a feed unit because our end requirement is completely different. A visit to Czech Republic, as you can see in a picture, see, I'm always in search of the genetic that can suit very similar to the desi bird. Few are already there, like Kaveri and Giriraja is also evolved with that, but something again upgraded one, or something that new that from us we wanted to bring compound with. So that's in search of that, I visited many countries. So I'm yet to bring those things. So these are team, and this is a core team where we have the egg collectors and our staff thing. This journey, I think, as I mentioned, I've failed many a times, but only thing is that has helped us is never to quit. And CPDO, yes, I've been visiting many a time, and Dr. Mahesh, Dr. Mahesh mentioned that, instead of job, he will be successful or not. I'm sure he will be definitely successful because being in CPDO, in the government employment, he has such a network and such a knowledge, and that's the reason that we are also here on this day. And there are also best of the people in the industry on the market that we can take help and support with. I don't say I've alone done this. There are a lot of names that probably I can give a list of it. But people have been very cooperative in the industry, and being from nowhere or from no business background or from nowhere the poultry background, till date, at least in this 10 years of journey, we have made some name at least in the market, and we have been growing. But we have got a lot of vision to go ahead with, and look forward for all the support also from the market. And thank you, Mahesh, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Sagar. And stop the screen sharing. Wonderful again to listen the fourth story of our day, inspiration.